Lord Phaethon, the box is empty.
Yep.
So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind. Oh. Was that Dina?
Vivian, it's been ages. Dina! Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night? Back then, I had no idea. You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on? I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo! It can't be fake! How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina approaches Hartman and coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. What? The guy collapses to the ground, screaming. Dina wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at? I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are, and you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors. Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them. Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals. I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Okay.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Girl, chill out. As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camilla and Dina with him. Okay, cool. Oh god.
More
Hi there.
ethereals are coming.
Okay, these guys are not big shots.
Many. No chance to get out of this. A sturdy little pig.
We're doing fine, don't worry about them. They're worth nothing. Bam.
How irksome. The wind is perfect today. Huh?
Gotcha now.
Bam.
A boring opponent.
All right.
Let's go.
Away from Lord Phaethon!
Oh.
There are so many.
Who's that?
It's ink.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
Oh, it's the boob entrance lady from the trailer.
Now.
Thank you.
He's cool though. But a friend sent me like timestamps of the trailer, and the first thing you see of her is her boobs, and I was like, I guess. Of course you want her. She's exactly what Gooners are looking for in this game. Look at her. It's definitely a better entrance than in the trailer though.
Finally, peace and quiet.
I like her if she would be like
You must be wise.
last 90% boobs. I said, yeah, a friend sent me our timestamp because I was like, I'm not watching the trailers because I don't want to like get spoiled. And they sent me a timestamp of the first time you see this, like see her, and you have to go back to that trailer and you have to look at it because like the first thing you see is her boobs entering the screen, nothing else, just her boobs. And I was like, yep, I guess.
Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
You are.
May I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower
Yishuan,
passed along
okay.
your info, and I was curious.
I will forget
what kind
that
of
name. I
person
will
you
call her
are,
Boob Lady.
So I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Are you the investigator?
So
Look, I think her
you're the
face is really
investigator
pretty.
the
Like
mayor
if I just do this.
Yes. He also asked
Stop
me
moving,
to be
lady.
your temporary teacher
If I do
and offer you
this-
a bit of guidance.
She looks really cool.
guidance.
Like I like her
What does
her
that
general
mean?
like face stuff.
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk.
She's a boob job.
I have some
in the other
investigation
direction.
work to catch up on, and it seems you've got
In
quite
the
a lot
other
on your
direction.
hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
Yushan leaves after saying this while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well.
It's okay, don't worry,
I think
cutie.
I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Let's leave the hollow first.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out later.
Back to Vivian, okay.
Lord Phaethon, are you going to rest now?
Are you feeling down?
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the hollow.
She has eyes? The boob lady? Hard to determine.
If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here. Sometimes it helps to get it out.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon. When I was little,
Oh, let me
people thought I
stretch
brought
though.
misfortune. So no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Tina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
Was the blessing medicine the sacrifice serum?
Was that blessing medicine the same sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes, to be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Is that Camille? Oh.
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
That here, that girl is Camille, isn't it? Here.
Father!
No, I was just...
Oh shit.
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
She wasn't even close to him!
I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up... I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you... He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
What a bitch.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Don't think like that.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was Landon who was pulling the strings. As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling the sacrifice crisis pretty well on your own. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can believe in that, at the very least.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Just come to me whenever you need.
Not just today. Whenever you're feeling down, know that I'm here for you.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Right. After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Awareness sets in. Before you know it, you drift off to sleep. Oh, do we think Hugo has the real one? You wake, it's almost noon. But Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. Did she need something? It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at the auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards, and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Wise, if you have time, head to Lumina Galleria. Meet up with Vivian. Okay. Okay, immersive storytelling, let's go. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house lounge.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Hugo time. After saying goodbye to Squall, Vivian leaves the lounge. Phaeton, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happened to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some Oh, that wasn't recent? Oh, goddammit. Took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning on something, so he hid the security footage. But once I knew when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. Oh. We are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have several ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we wouldn't use communicators. So Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. Lollipop, why are you ending almost every... Wait, what? Like I'm asking a question? Me? Do you mean me or the voice actor earlier? Now... No, I don't want to read anymore. The NPC, okay, I was like... I'm getting self-conscious! What? What? You have to specify that! You're making me self-conscious for nothing! But I just checked their trackers, and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. But Phaeton, let's split up and search the area. Am I looking for birds now? If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Okay, cool. I'm looking for burbs. I'm looking for burbs! Okay, there is a burb. There are double burbs. Is that one? A soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine this is the bird Hugo chose for the mission. But it does have some black feathers, so maybe this is it? Either way, might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending a picture of the panda-colored chunk of a bird to Vivian, you got a negative answer. Panda-covered chunk! Oh, look how cute they are! Oh, they're really chunky. Oh, look how chunky they are! Okay, next burb. Burb! You are not looking for burbs. Oh, you do. Are you feeding the burbs? Okay, you know what? Whatever. That is a bamboo. That is a bamboo. Penguins count as birds, I guess. I guess. If you wanna be... Sure. Besides, using a bamboo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. If it's this guy. Either way, let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending a photo of the penguin-shaped bamboo to Vivian, Vivian responds with a long set of ellipses. Seems like we were wrong. Vivian is so done with us. She's like... Oh, what the fuck, Phaeton? Please, don't be like that. Is it this one here? That's a raven. Oh, wrong button. That is a raven. Hello there. Oh, look how cute it looks. Or a crow. Sorry. A raven, crow. Yeah. It's a bit cliche, but this one is a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. After receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds, "That's the one!" She quickly comes over. "And that's the one! It's all thanks to that Phaeton. We found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among those boxes." You look through the boxes and find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. Back to the video. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am very EP. Wrong button. Hi, Belle. Perry press the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked, and it's a conversation between Hugo and Camille. Hi, Maniac.
Not mistaken. You and Vivian share the same goal.
How are you doing?
Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
The creator will guide me.
The video probably comes to an end.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Why has Hugo never mentioned this before?
Compared to Camille's motives, I'm more concerned about whether Hugo has more plans lined up.
Hugo.
Wise, Lycon just sent a message saying he's got something urgent that he needs to talk to us about now.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Alright, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight.
Oh?
This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
What about me?
It seems
We're
like
gonna attend
there's
with her?
nothing left for me to do.
You
Yeah.
can attend as her +1.
I assumed.
+1! Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Girl, chill!
It seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
Okay, let's go together, it's fine.
If we go together, we'll be able to keep an eye out for each other. I'll accompany Vivian.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything I need to look out for? Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. Just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoers get close to you, but since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission too. Though, such a method isn't sufficient to master it. It's enough to deal with this one excursion. Let's do some last minute studying. Yep, I'll go over the key details for you as you watch the tape. You do some last minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Before you know it, evening has arrived. At Phaethon, Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet? Yes, let's go. Well, I meet up with Burton first and make sure he's not tampered with the car. But Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It will be safer this way. Am I gonna put some formal clothing on? Vivian heads off first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying all is good. Let's go meet up. I am not deciding to change my clothes. Sure. Seems fine. Where is she? Over there. Miss Benchlet, this is... something the matter? Oh, what I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlocks can protect me now. If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my companion for the evening. He heard the Ravenlocks are hosting a banquet with elites from all walks of life in attendance, so he wanted to come and make new friends. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you? Of course not, since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's. You're also my honored guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there we will take a speedboat to the manor. A speedboat? But an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. An hour? With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Yeah, you would like to know who I am, huh?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
Maybe.
Can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burton hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief. Where do you want to go, Kat? Are you just gonna sit there now? Hey.
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I
He
really
seems like
don't know
a
how Hugo
real
used to
ass
put up
jerk.
with it.
You're totally like a noble lady just now.
You always manage to surprise me. You sent him off with just a few words. If I were him, I'd think you were a powerful noble lady.
It's just some techniques Hugo taught me. Like that dessert I mentioned. It means I want them to offer more if they want to come to an accord. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burton wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Alright, stick to the plan.
Alright, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet
Hi,
hall.
Shadow.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.